can envision Pastor Gerhardt walking along the streets outside of Berlin, where he had become pastor in 1651, 2 years prior to the writing of this hymn, taking in the sights, the gathering darkness. From the windows of the homes he passed, lights from candles would shine out, casting a pool on the ground below. Maybe there were some snowflakes falling, and if it were close to Christmas Day, there would be in the windows Christmas trees decorated and seen. As Pastor Gerhardt walked, he may have been meditating on a sermon text, and while so meditating, his thoughts turned to that time of year, Advent or Christmas, and so sprang to mind the seeds, the hymn we now take up in these devotions. All of us have such moments at this time of year, where so many different things we see and hear seep down into our hearts from our minds. There water the seeds, what both Advent and Christmas mean. Then from the heart back to the mind springs the gladness that we as believers know. It decorates our thoughts, our eyes, our ears, our words and actions. Because of this, it affects those around us. When such moments gently fall upon us, those things of life which hinder the growth of joy are pulled out and cast aside. There in our hearts the gladness grows, springs up, and brings forth much fruit. It is not so much the sights or the sounds, nor is it even the gifts that we anticipate to receive, which causes this gladness to grow in us. It is for us, as it was for Pastor Gerhardt, the simple message, which is the fullness of God's glory, majesty, and power, and wonder contained in those three words: Christus ist geboren. Christ is born. Even though it has been 2 millennia since those words were first spoken on this earth, those words and that message, with all it contains, has been the seed and water within the heart, opening up the flower of gladness and causing it to spring forth and adorn us with the fruits of faith. Galatians 5:22, speaking of the fruits of the Spirit, we find first listed love, then joy. God's love, demonstrated in the news, Christ is born today. And from that great love of God for us, the joy, the gladness springs from our hearts. Enjoy the sights and sounds that are part of this Advent season, leading into Christmas. But above all, God grant to your heart and in your heart and from your heart gladness which these words bring and which we will consider. Christ is born. Amen.